whistleblowers, all 6 of them from Destiny Church. I got all the rest of it. But it's been investigated. The Prime Minister and the Department of Prime Minister set the best possible terms of reference down. They've had a KC plus a whole team operating on it. The whistleblowers that made the allegations haven't been able to provide any evidence that that was the case, nor has any independent focus on any inquiry. That inquiry, which lasted over 7 months and has all King's horses and all the King's men working on it, have clearly not found any evidence of wrongdoing on the part of Waka, Whanawara, or Waipareta. You see, if the police can find wrongdoing, that would be great. It becomes a political circus.
I certainly felt that the election in that seat was unfair, and the result in that seat was unfair. I think the fact that a polling booth was held at the Manarewa Marae with very active Māori Party presence really did draw into question the result there. It was such a close result.
Oh, well, Chris always misses the boat. So he had a chance when the recounts were on and etc. to do something about that, and he did not. He can make that allegation after the event, but what you've got to do is say, well, all the votes in West Auckland, all the votes in East Auckland, all the votes in Central Auckland that voted for Tash, they weren't tainted, but only one polling booth was. If that's the allegation, where's your evidence on that? We have operating guidelines. They weren't met, but that's not to say crooked dealings occurred on that marae. There were photocopies. We have a clear instruction that they be destroyed on the premises on the day. Now, you've got to understand that when you're taking such a large number of census forms in, was any census data used by Whānau Waipareta or the Whānau Water Commissioning Agency in regard to the 2023 general election? And the answer is no. We've weathered constant reviews, constant audits, and only one thing that has a common denominator is we're all Māori, practicing being Māori, but when you do that, there's this unnerving belief in non-Māori that we're crooked. No, that's just got to be nipped in the bud. Where's the evidence? No, I think it's in the interest of all Pākehā that they want it sorted out, right? Because the only people that get investigated constantly, and there's not one rule for law in this country by a long shot from suppression orders all the way through, is we suffer a significant microscope. Have done since I was at school, have done today, plays out in different ways. So we will continue to participate in the democratic process, whether people like it or not. And we're a growing force politically in this country. That will continue, whether people like it or not. Look, we've got another 18 months to go for the next election. We just have to keep weathering this onslaught and this storm. Just solely practicing being Māori, I wake up a Māori 24/7. I go to sleep 8 hours. I'm an unconscious Māori. So, look, I then go to work in a Māori organisation, which I'm very proud of. I then have my mukapunas at Kohanga and Kura and all the rest of it. I live in this world.
The inquiry now the Commissioner has now said that the contracts to the likes of yourself at the Trust are being put on hold. What does that mean for you?
No, he has no legal right to interpose us in that way because he has no evidence upon which to make that judgment. The issue that I'm quite clear about in terms of what I know and what I know of the law is you can't, on suspicion, cut somebody's throat or lunch or whatever you want to call it. Okay, we have been found guilty of nothing.